Hi everyone, my name is Steve Bell, and this is episode 14 of For the Journey This Week. And I was planning to sing you an Easter song. We're in the broader season of Eastertide right now. I wanted to remind you that Easter isn't a single day in the church calendar year. It's a 50-day season that leads right through Pentecost to Ascension Sunday up until Trinity Sunday. It's a very profound season worthy of our time and attention. However, a dear friend of mine passed away just a few days ago, and I've recorded his songs. He's been a huge impact on my life, and I just kind of would rather take this time and sing a song of his. So I'll be right back with a song by Byron O'Donnell called He Will Know. So let me tell you just a little bit about my friend Byron O'Donnell. I was introduced to Byron through my friend Larry Campbell in the mid-'80s. Byron was a legendary singer-songwriter, country music. A lot of people in Winnipeg recorded his songs and had their own hits doing Byron songs. He was just a magnificent songwriter. He was a great performer, hilarious guy. I joined his band and ended up playing for 3 or 4 years with him into the late 80s. And had just a great season sort of under his tutelage in a way. There's just so much of him that was just so wonderful and so profoundly gifted. And his songs were funny and they were sad, and he did great, party songs and great sad songs. He wrote some of the saddest songs I've ever heard in my life. There's just everything. He was just there's so much going for him. He was also a hard-living fellow. He had a legendary capacity for drinking and smoking and all sorts of other things, and it was kind of funny in some ways. I remember one time being sick and I couldn't go to the gig, and so I phoned him and said I couldn't come, and he said that was okay, and I said, how come you're never sick, Byron? And he said, well, Steve, he says, you got to create a hostile environment. He says, nothing can live in my body. And so we laughed, and it was kind of funny, but those vices ended up getting the better of him and cost him pretty much all that was near and dear to him, his career, his health, his marriage. Byron ended up on the streets of Winnipeg for quite a while. And it was in that season, in the darkest time of his life, he had this profound experience of the presence of the risen Christ. And only he can tell that story, but that's what happened. And he knew that his life wasn't over. And that experience was sort of the catalyst of this song that he wrote with his friend Brian Wakelin. It's called He Will Know. And I'll never forget the day that Byron came over and grabbed my guitar and said, I've written a song I think you could do. And he played me this song, which I'm about to sing for you. Byron eventually moved away to Dryden, Ontario, and spent the last years of his life pretty reclusive. He wasn't performing, but he kept writing songs, and he kept on putting out little videos. He kept in touch with me. He would phone me quite often and let me know that he knew where I was touring and that he was praying for me and wanted to know how things were going. He just sort of kept a prayerful eye over me for this last decade. And he recently was diagnosed with a nasty cancer. And he passed away last week, Saturday, on Easter Eve. And so I miss him terribly already. There's a very significant voice in my life in so many ways. I'm going to miss his prayers and his calls and his jokes. I'm sad there'll be no more Byron O'Donnell songs coming, but we have a bunch of them. And so this is one. It's called He Will Know. He wrote this with his friend Brian Wakelin. And then after I'm finished it, please stick around because I'm going to just play you a track that he recorded fairly recently. It's a fairly new song that we just discovered about a month ago. I didn't even know it existed. And it's called A Reason for It All, and it seems like a very lovely way to send him off. This is For the Journey This Week. I'm Steve Bell.
When your heart is in despair, He will know. When you feel beyond repair, He will know. He will know. When your day is filled with fear, He will hear. When your night is filled with fear, He is near. He is near. He is near. When this world leaves you behind, He will know. When it all seems so unkind, He will know. He will know. He will know.
Though the trials of life are testing me tonight, I know there's a reason for it all. And I'll be on my feet again, and I'll stand up and proclaim that I know there's a reason for it all. And I will rise above the storm. I'll be sheltered, I'll be warm, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. And I know the day will come when my troubles will be done, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. Now I may struggle through the night, but someday there will be light, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. And there's a better place to be, and someone to comfort me. Yes, I know there's a reason for it all. And I will rise above the storm. I'll be sheltered, I'll be warm, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. And I know there'll come a day when my troubles fade away, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. When my time on earth is through, and I've done all that I can do, well, I'll know there's a reason for it all. And I will lay my burden down. I'll take one last look around, and I'll know there's a reason for it all. And I will rise above the storm. I'll be sheltered, I'll be warm, 'cause I know there's a reason for it all. And I know there'll come a day when my troubles fade away. Yes, I know there's a reason for it all. And I know the day will come when my troubles will be done. Yes, I know there's a reason for it all. Yes, I know there